Alright, welcome back. Fix this once and for all. I think one day, but today's not the day. So what we have here, we'll be exploring this in greater detail later. But for now, I picked up an Epson Equity 3 Plus. It's a 286 full-size case, which is not bad. Came with a bus mouse and its own nice little Epson keyboard, which works. And I'm just dying to know what's inside of this thing. I haven't opened it yet. I have turned it on. I'm going to do a follow-up video about that later when I get the hand scanner. More about that in a moment. But for now, I'm just going to clean this up, show you guys a little bit about the computer, and most importantly, I want to open it. I roughly know what's in there, but I want to actually have a look at myself, what the battery condition is, and how all that other stuff looks. So it is a Multisync 2, so it has a 9-pin plug, and yeah, there's the back of it. We'll explore this a little bit more later. It's a really awesome monitor. I've been looking for an EGA monitor for 15 years, and I found one. And this is it. And it is amazing, and it is good, and everything is good about it. It has a whole bunch of cool features, like you can have amber text mode, white or green, and that works. The brightness is sufficient. There's no burn-in on it. I mean, I pretty much just bought the lot for this monitor, because yes, as long as I don't drop this or do anything bad to it, this will be my EGA monitor for life, yo. Yeah, so I'm quite happy about that. I remember these cables as a kid. This is such a throwback. The monitor will definitely need some retrograding. It's yellow, and so is the computer itself. After I unplug it, of course, I will show that to you. So what we have here is nothing fancy. Put this properly here. Cool. So it has a key. I don't know if it locks or unlocks. I haven't checked that. Floppy drives, both of them work. There's a 60 megabyte hard drive in here, and 4.5 megs of RAM. So that's interesting. That this kind of thing it's kind of maxed out. So, and we have a Gracia Management Consultant. Neat. There's a reset switch right there. This switch selects from 3 different speeds: 12 megahertz, 8, and 6. And what's really cool is that power light is red when it's at 6. When you put it up to, what's the next one, 8, it turns like orange. And then when you turn it on to 12, it turns green. So I think it's a double colored LED that switches through. One, both, and then the other. Again, we'll explore all that a bit later when I do a proper demo of the machine. There's a monitor select mono color. I tried that. It doesn't do anything. There's also a volume adjust knob. And it looks like the first thing I'm going to be taking apart is this panel. Oh, and the keyboard port is on the front. So I've seen literature where this pops out, and I think it's some sort of upgrade port or upgrade path. I'm not sure. Take these 3 screws out. Pop this out. It sounds reassuring. Help it out with some pliers here. Perhaps not. I don't know. Let's open up the inside and see exactly what we're doing. Because all these doors work, everything. Obviously, it's yellow. It's supposed to be this color. So we will do some retrograding on it. Well, I will. It's a bit hard in the winter time. But it's possible. On a sunny day, you can still throw this outside. Put some tarps on it. Not some tarps. Put some saran wrap on it. And, give it the beans. Or give it the UVB. UVA. I think it's UVA that actually causes it. Or is it UVC? I think it's UVC. Yeah, so it has been opened before because it's missing a screw. And it has one of those full-size power supplies. Like the XTs used to. I think this thing's from like 1988. All? Yes, okay. Oh, ooh, I'm seeing some interesting things already. Cool. Okay. So let's bring that into the focal light, I guess. Well, it's a good thing I didn't try to take that out. This panel here, this board, because this board is attached to some sort of ROM module here. And so what we have here, I think this comes out, I think you can Anta board. Okay, so there's a fuse down there for the keyboard. The keyboard connector is right, like it's right. It's connected to this part of the board, which is connected to this back plane. So it looks like this has some sort of upgrade path. Interesting. So we have an AMD 28612. This is an Epson RM board. So there's the high BIOS and the low BIOS there. There's the CMOS battery. That is cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to measure the voltage. It is keeping the time is all wrong, but it is keeping the hard drive information. So let's have a look at what one of their cards are here. So this is the key. This just looks like it looks like a physical lock. Oh no, there's a switch. There's a switch here too. Okay. So this doubles as a physical lock. Ooh, that hard drive is. Ooh, it's huge and it's loose. All right, I'm gonna have to fix that at some point because I can't ship it like this. It's gonna break. Right, that's a 60 meg hard drive. So yeah, so there's the keyboard switch, and it looks like there's a physical lock here, and also it latches this. So I'm pretty sure it's a keyboard lockout. Yeah, so it's a good thing I didn't try to force that. In fact, I'm just gonna screw it back in because now that I see how it's constructed, I don't really care to take it out. There's no need. Oh, the hard drive is wobbly. Wow. There was a third screw somewhere. Oh, there it is. You can see my desk is extremely clean and very ready for this video. Obviously prepared everything. Yeah. Okay, so that's a high density 1.44, and that is a high density 1.2. Those have been tested and they work. And what kind of hard drive do we have? It is an MFN. Okay. Priam. It doesn't sound like an MFM hard drive when you turn it on, though. Okay. All right. So that's the ROM board. I mean, I guess I can boot it up to show you. I can't. I have to get the monitor. It's EGA only. Oh, I could swap the card out. Actually, I'm going to be swapping the card out anyways because I'm keeping that. Actually, you know what? I'll compromise. I'll do an EGA VGA solution right now. So let's have a look at the cards. Yeah, so it's got a slot for an 80287, which it doesn't have. Go there if it did. That's really an interesting way of. So this little square here is the motherboard. That's the backplane, and then there's a little ROM card up here. So let's lift out this. Oh, what is this? An ATI, made in Canada. Yeah, I call the capacitors diodes that are like bridged over the RAM here. I think the 464. Okay, so that's 256. So the EGA Wonder. Okay, yeah, this is a half decent card. I'm gonna keep this one, and I'm gonna replace it with this OTI VGA. I remember doing the troubleshooting a lot ago. The last RAM chip I checked was the bad one, so yeah. It ended up working. This is a perfect application for it because OTI VGA is pretty shit, if I'm honest. You don't put it in anything half decent, like a 386 or something. But in this case, it's perfect for 12 megahertz 286. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, I found a date code here. Of course, I'm pointing on something you can't see. Here, there's a date code. December 23rd, 1987. Wow, this is really a throwback. With 4 megs of RAM, how much this must have cost back then? They must have been added later. So what do we have here? The next card is looks like a modem, yes. It's like a more modern modem. And some dip switches on it. Complies with Part 15 and 68 of 5cc rules. MB2296SR. If this is authentic to the computer, I'm going to say it's probably a 2400 one. It's tightly integrated. It's pretty advanced for 87. The partition on here, it has Windows 2.03 and DOS 6.22, and that was installed on the computer according at least to the internal date in 1997. So somebody was still using this, and I'll speculate on what after I get to the right card. But it looks like some sort of architectural firm or something. I don't know. This is the interesting part here. This, oh dear. Look at that. That is going to have to be fixed. Where's my finger? That capacitor exploded. Holy crap. Are there still readings on it? Can I, like, I know this works because it sees that RAM. No, it didn't explode recently. Wow. Holy crap. Something blew up over here, too. Another capacitor. Holy shit. Like, look at that. I'm going to pull out this last RAM. Look, it's leaving subtle over my hand. How does this work even? I guess the capacitors aren't necessary for this to function, because this worked just fine. I had this on for, like, hours and hours. Like, look at the back of that RAM chip. Oh, here's what I'm talking about. That is ugly. It exploded, and it took everything out with it. Well, these are just stickers. Okay, yeah, that's going to get cleaned up. Like, that has to get... How does this still register 4 megs and work properly? And how did this happen? Like, look at that. Okay, well... I have no idea what kind of capacitor value that would be. Okay, that's my homework for the next time. So I think when I demo it, it will not have the full 4 megs of RAM. It'll have... Okay, so I'm going to not put this back in, but we're going to put this up just to show you that this does actually work. The next card... Actually, I'm going to inspect everything now. Oh yeah, see, look. There's even black soot here where, yes, so when this capacitor exploded, because that's all, like, that is insane. They caused a fire in here. That is nuts. That is going to take some effort to clean up. Wow. Okay, so anyways, yeah, there's soot and crap in here too. I'll clean that up later, but that's just nuts. What's the next card we have here? Any other cards explode? No, this one is a ScanMan Plus controller card. So that's for the scanner, the handheld scanner, which the owner that I bought this from will send to me, which is nice. But it didn't come with it. That's an MFM controller. I'm going to pull it out just to see if anything else has exploded. Well, this looks good. It's your SPG board, Epson. What is that? Oh, this is the floppy controller. Okay. Oh, there's a whole bunch of residue everywhere. Like this black residue all over these caps and everything. Yeah, it's everywhere. Holy crap. I mean, this thing must have made an incredible explosive sound. And a stench to match. but it works, which is wow. I'm so glad I opened this before I started messing with it more. I know exactly what this is. This is a Deluxe joystick adapter. It's a quick shot, so there must have been some games on here at some point. I remember having this on my first computer, my first 386 SX20. It was a terrible, terrible compact Desk Pro 20E, and it had this on it. This is bringing back memories, man. The next card. This is the MFM controller. I reckon 16-bit card. And the glowing caps here. Negative. Yeah, see those? How well this is coming through, because this is like a 720p camera, but yeah, there's just black soot everywhere. And I'm not going to bother taking the last card out because it's your standard bus import, Microsoft import bus mouse thingy, and it's set to normal. And the only cap on it is good, so I don't want to mess with it. Let's have a closer look here. All these other caps, are they okay? They are not bulging. This battery situation looks good. That's amazing. Wow. I can't believe this thing actually turned on and did stuff in that condition. I guess the caps aren't necessary? I don't know. Well, that's definitely going to get refurbished. Actually, I know where I can get another one. I won't bring this with me on my trip Saturday. I'm visiting. I'm visiting two of my, I guess, suppliers, if you want to call it that. It's not like I, do business with them regularly, but I do enough that they may have these components, and if they're cheap enough, I'll just buy it. Hang that one up on a wall. That's amazing. All right, and we'll put the VGA card here. The modem will put back in this 8-bit slot down here. The ScanMan card, I think it went here. And yeah, just that. That's amazing. What the hell? Did it like lift off some of the... Holy crap. 1 and 2, both of them blew out. What kind of RAM is it? Well, I know they're single. Okay, so they're 1 meg pieces, 70 nanoseconds. Nothing fancy. Shit. I'm gonna have to take photos of this and ask on some forums. What am I replacing these caps with? Or what are their values? I think I might be able to get a partial value off that one. It still has some numbers on it. These are charred. Wow. All right. Oh yeah, and the game card. We'll put that here. So we'll leave that one open for the RAM slot. And I guess we're just going to boot this up with the 640K it has on board. Because after seeing that card in that condition, you're just going to have to take my word for it. Actually, I have pictures. I have pictures from the seller showing that it goes up to like 4,768K or something. So, just outstanding. I wonder how that happened. It only affected that card. Imagine the guy using it. Just BAM! And the smell that must have made. I've seen caps go, but god damn. Alright. I mean, absolute worst case scenario. This is if I punch out that keyboard blocking plate, this is pretty much an 18 case. So I mean, all right, let's plug it in. Just gonna give it the bare minimum here. What is that? Monitor. Yeah. All right, this is probably the first time it's ever been VGA'd. Some power here. I was thinking of putting a sound card in this, but I don't know. So I'm not plugged in. Monitor die. What up with my monitor? Hear it. Okay, I don't know why my monitor's not working. I'm gonna grab another one real quick. Oh, there we go. All right, which one of these lights? Yeah, I'll turn that one off. Okay, so memory address size, run setup, and diagnostics. I don't have the diagnostics disk. That's going to be probably the next thing I'm going to need to find. So we're just at F1 to continue. And it should find starting MS-DOS. Okay, so. All right, auto center, please. Yeah, whatever. It's a bit off here, but I mean, let's see how much memory it has now. 640K, yeah. So it's only got the base RAM on it. So we can do a little bit of exploration, I think. Did I delete all the? I can't see that crap. Globe. Okay, so there's PC Globe on here. I think I deleted all the. Oh no, there it is. Go and check it real quick. Auto adjust. It won't auto adjust. What? Okay. So just a quick, 286. It says it has 4. Okay, so it says it's supposed to have 4 megs of extended RAM. No EMS driver installed, and whatever hard drive 62 megs, which I found weird. It's like I didn't know if they. I know there was like 60 is kind of rare, and then I'm not surprised it's a giant MFM hard drive. All right, cool. Well, that I think we'll wrap it up for now. I'm amazing. That is just I have to take pictures of this, and I'm telling you, this booted up with 4 megs. That's astounding. It actually melted. It caught fire here. Here, check this out. Here, it actually or maybe it just melted. No, that's melted plastic. There was a fire in here. Like legit, there was a fire inside this computer. Crazy. I'm tempted to put it back in. Should I? Well, it's not going to blow up anymore. Yeah, all right, let's just do that real quick. Turn that off. So, homeowner, how did the fire happen? Said the insurance company. Okay, is this actually on now live? What was that sound? Okay, it's turning on. Yeah, it's actually counting the RAM up. Incredible. How does that work? That is just amazing. I don't think you'd see it too well because the screen's kind of shifted, but it is counting the RAM. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so I got to get a diagnostic disc for this thing, I guess, if I ever want to upgrade or downgrade the RAM. Yeah, so no error code that time. IMM is testing extended memory, as it should, because there is some. M/C. There you go. Total megs, 5.5, 1.5 used, 3.6 available, 573K. At the very least, I'm going to clean this board up, but I'm going to try to source some capacitors, because this is just, I mean, just awesome. Okay, well, I guess they don't make them like they used to, because I don't know if my modern computer caught fire and exploded. I don't think it would work. Everything's so tightly integrated, it would probably take everything out with it. All right, I might do an episode about just refurbishing that then. Holy crap. Oh, and what did I find here? Did it fall off? Yeah, it fell off. Okay. It was just kind of chilling out there. Yeah, this I'm gonna stop. This is just sprinkling crap out. Get out of here. It's actually not too dusty otherwise. Just awesome. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that for the day. And I'll see you on the next one. There's going to probably be a couple more with these. Although with exams coming up, don't know when, but I'm going to at least try to source these parts. All right, so see you guys later.